Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday afternoon, or I'm sorry, Thursday morning. It is 1:52 in the evening, and if you look in the top right hand corner, it looks like that we're almost millionaires. But don't quite believe that, because we're not. We are in debt to the bank, somewhat $865,000. So there's that. And I just borrowed all this too. But anyway, we are up here where our farm was gonna be, or where my farm was gonna be. But, oh, don't need that. As I was up here setting everything up, I changed the ground texture and all that hoopla. Tried to knock this hill out, but I'm not sure if it's something to do with like modded maps or just whatever certain parts of a map or whatnot. But I was gonna try to flatten this hill down here even with this, and I could only get back to like maybe right here where I'm standing at this bush and about this big of an area. But everywhere else I tried to level it off, it would not let me. Wouldn't let me do anything. Wouldn't let me paint on it or nothing. So I said, you know what, whatever. So I started setting up my sheds and stuff, and I got two of them in. I got my roads and everything put in here, and then I had this big wide open area over here, and I was trying to put a third shed down, and it would not let me for some reason. Even though I had this whole big area over here to put it down, it still wouldn't let me. Gave me this area cannot be terraformed or something like that, whatever that message is. And if I'd have moved it in the middle anymore, then it'd have been right in the middle of the road. So what I did is I backed out, and I didn't have autosave on. I turned it off, and I hit quit game, not paying attention to the message, and hit X, and boom, there goes my whole map. But I was thinking, yeah, it's okay, whatever. So I came back in, and I was going to do something different. So I don't know if y'all remember me talking about buying this over here. So I said, you know what? We're going to borrow some money from the Yellowhammer Trust Fund, and we're just gonna buy this piece of property, and we're gonna set our farm up over here. So I bought it. Obviously, it's like a mountain that runs down like this. It runs all the way to the edge of the map here, and same thing with the terraforming. Some places I could, some places I couldn't. And I almost had everything set up like I wanted. I found a place at the top up here, close to the top. I had just a big crater in the ground, and I had, I put in all my sheds and stuff and all that good stuff, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna put trees around just for decoration. So I put trees all the way around it, basically trying to block the background of a straight drop because I was at the edge of the map and I could not put any kind of paint or anything on it. So I put trees all the way around. And then I decided, well, you know what? I'm gonna put fence down as well. Well, I tried to put fence down and I couldn't because of the trees. And before I realized that it was the wrong trees, the ones that you can't just sell from the store, that you got to actually uh, that you actually have to to cut down yourself. And by this time I was already aggravated, so I just backed out of the game, didn't save it, did nothing, and I started completely over. And this is where I bring you to now. I had to go to a few different banks to borrow all the money to do everything that I needed, that I done. But pretty much what I had set up from the get-go, except we've got a bit more equipment now. And I'm just going to show you here in just a minute. We made some changes to the old farm over there. The cow pen is still there, but we got rid of everything else, and I'll show you that as well. But first, I don't know if you can see it over there. You can see my silo. Alright, so let me show you on the map what we did here. So when I come back in a third time, I was going to buy this again. Or actually, I take that back. I did come in a third time and I bought this again and tried it again, but I could not find where I was at. And like I could level off a little bit, then it would give me that red symbol, or the red message of this area cannot be terraformed or whatever. And it would be all the way across. So I couldn't paint it, I couldn't couldn't smooth it or nothing. So I got aggravated again and I quit the game. Didn't save it, I started over. And I bought pretty much everything we had the first time, except a few extra pieces around the cow farm here. And the only reason I bought that was so I could do some painting over there, and I'll show you what I was doing. This area here does not belong to us. This belongs to this guy here. He runs, the guy that runs the gas station here, he also runs the sell point for our TMR, or pretty much anything you need. This comes with field 1 over here. Haven't done anything to it since I came back into the game and started over. So you could say we're pretty much starting over completely. But anyway, so we bought this piece of property, this piece of property, and this little piece of property here across the road. I haven't been over here yet, but the reason I bought this is because it's nice and flat. There ain't no hills. I didn't get a lot of the, you know, messages talking about this area can't be terraformed or whatever. So this is what I went with. And I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I enjoyed making it. Still got a bit of equipment I gotta come up here and pick up, and I'm gonna get y'all caught up, I promise. I might call this episode 1 part 2. But this here is Yellowhammer Farms. Now, it is Thursday, April the 4th. I've been working on this since Wednesday. And I've been up all night working on this. Not, you know, not because I have to. I just have trouble sleeping. So I said, you know what, why not? But anyway, so here we are at Yellowhammer Farms. This is going to be our headquarters for now. I told you last episode we were going on a trip, and we didn't, kind of slipped my mind there. But we're going to take that trip this episode. But anyway, we got our skid steer back. We got our 3 Massey Fergusons. We got our combine over there along with the header. We've got our planter. We've got our semi truck, and we got our cultivator and our plow. I don't think we had the baler. We might have. I can't remember. If we did, well, here it is again. If we didn't, well, we had to buy a baler. Also, bought one of these bad boys. Manure spreader. Self-propelled manure spreader. All this extra stuff came out of our Yellowhammer Trust Fund, plus about 4 or 5 different banks. So I you know, since we were starting over, I said, you know what, this time I'm just going to buy. We just had the update on the IT runner truck, so I said, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. And so we bought the IT runner truck with the 45,000 liter tiffer on the back of it. So we got that now instead of a trailer. You might laugh at me, but I actually bought this trailer here to transport the combine. But I think I'm going to sell it. I may keep it, I don't know. Pretty nice little trailer though. It worked. And I also bought a lime and fertilizer spreader. There's our combine. So, I mean, really, that's pretty much all the new equipment we've added. Actually, we need to go over here to, let's go over here to the house here. We did have a old trailer move in here that we found for sale online. So we bought it, had it moved in over here, and then we had a shed put in. We have a, you know, I said I wasn't going to buy a pickup truck, but I did anyway, because I'm going to use this mainly for transporting the skid steer around to different areas, because I still plan on keeping the same storyline as what we were doing in the very first episode, and that's, you know, spreading animal pens out and stuff. And instead of buying 3 skid steers or 3 tractors with the front loaders or forklifts or whatever, we got the truck and the trailer to transport around to keep animals clean. So yeah, this, and then I planted a whole bunch of trees. And then right through here, we have a horse pen. It's only for 2 horses. I haven't bought any yet, because I'm thinking about buying pigs. Now if we look, there it goes, it's saving again. If we look, we don't have anything in storage. But I'm not going to buy a boatload of pigs to start off. Maybe 10 or 15 pigs, and then we'll go buy some pig food from Old Man Jenkins down here. But let's take a ride down here to the cow pasture. I know, I apologize guys, I've been talking since the video started. And here we are at the 100-acre forest here, that's what I like to call it. So we come in here and we revamp this whole area. We put us a water tank in. Oh yeah, we did buy another truck, and I'll explain to you why, or I'll show you rather. But we bought a man truck. We bought the big semi trailer to go with it for water and milk. Don't pay no attention to that over there. I had to do some quick repairs on the tractor earlier. But basically the reason I bought that man truck is because I used our other truck and it just don't really quite got the turning radius to be turning in this tight of an area. especially getting around here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it done okay. It done good when I was using it, but I was having to stop and back up a lot. So that's why I went with the man truck. Oh, I got, let's say 20. How many bales did I get out of here? Let's have a look here. Created bales. Sold bales. Where would that be at? I figured it would be right in here. New vehicle, sold vehicle, new livestock, construction costs, solid buildings, land purchase, sold land, animal upkeep. Maybe it's right here. Created bales. Created bales. 28 bales is what we got off of these 3 fields. And they have been all plowed, limed, and fertilized. I know I should have used a different fertilizer, but I was anxious to try out the new self-propelled manure spreader. So that's what we use for the first stage. Next time I do it, I will use it right after harvest. This upcoming harvest. But we should be good on plowing and everything now for here. Plowing and lime. Also, let's see if I just drive around here. The cows took just about every single one of those bales that I had except what's in here. Like 24 bales to top them off with straw. I know we were talking about extending fields yesterday as well, or on the last episode. I opted not to extend this field out because the worker has trouble on it as it is, but I did extend this field out as far as I could. That's why I bought this piece of property over here, so we could extend this field out. So now we got a pretty decent sized field, and we've got all this over here we can work with too if we decide to make this whole area a big field. But yeah, so but that's what the reason I got this $978,000 is we're gonna go do some land searching, land purchasing, and I'd really like to buy. I'd like to go ahead and buy field 4 and field 5 because they're both decent sized fields. And I'd like to have this land right here close to the coast because it is, most of it's flat. I mean, all you get inland here and it's all hilly and stuff. But like, we could have a big field here, and then field 4 is already a pretty decent sized field as well. So, and then you got these 2 fields in the middle here. You got this one right next to 5. You could extend them together. Well, no, you can't because the road goes right between them. But these, you could do these 2 fields plus this one. It'd be kind of an awkward shape. I could buy that too. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We are gonna buy this and that. What we got left here? We've only got 387,000 left. It's 295. It's 268,000 for that. 78,000 for that. So I think what we'll do is we'll buy that and we'll buy that. And that leaves us with $40,000 and $40,017. And that's got to buy seed and all that good stuff. So, God, man, the last two episodes have just been crazy. All I've been doing is talking. Kind of trying to shorten my videos up a little bit too as well, just because it takes so long for me to upload them. Anything over 30 minutes takes about 8 hours to upload. But I promise this is the last video where, you know, we're just gonna do nothing but talk. So, yeah, I am going to go back down the hill here, and we're gonna grab the Massey Ferguson and the plow, and we're gonna head up to our new pieces of property, and we are gonna start breaking ground on them. And that is where you will catch me on the next episode. Once again, I apologize for all the hoopla, blabbing and whatnot. Like I said, I had 3 come in this map 3 times and messed up 3 times. But hopefully we got it straightened out now. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening to me blab on. If you enjoyed the video, drop us a like. If you want to leave a comment, then go ahead. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that as well. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all take it easy.